Celtic have made adjustments to the side which won on Wednesday in the Old Firm match. The day marks the return of Bobo Baldé for his first game since the 29th of December. This will be only his third game of the season, having come back from the Cup of African Nations with an injury. The manager also starts with Georgios Samaras up front, and Mark Wilson returns at full-back. Aberdeen make 4 changes from that surprising cup defeat by Queen of the South at Hampden. Stuart Duff returns, Jimmy Langfield is in goal. Derek Young starts again, sub last week with De Vischer, as Aberdeen seek to salvage some of their reputation. And there is Bobo Baldé. As I said, he's only played a couple of games. That was during the Christmas period, Boxing Day, and then the day after that. A big man who's divided opinion and who's finding it very hard to convince the manager that he is a major asset. Barry Nicholson will no longer be at Pittodrie after this season. I think he's played a useful part for the club, which does want to refresh itself, and he is a willing participant in that. Ian Bryans is going to start this game any second, and lovely sunshine, but don't be deceived, it's cold. There is still a bit of wind blowing. I think in balance it will aid Aberdeen in this half, although we shall see. There is Nicholson picking it up. Now, the fact that Celtic have already scored 12 goals against Aberdeen this season, and that Aberdeen haven't won here since the 27th of October 2004 when they won 3-2, and that there's going to be a clean-out at Pittodrie announced this week, you might think they're on a hiding here, but on the other hand, it is the run-in for the title. Celtic have kept their hopes alive, and even though you're favourites, in a situation like that, there's a kind of tension. Listen to that welcome for Bobo Baldé as he touched that ball for the first time. As I said, there's always an air of tension around these games now, as there will be right to the bitter end. Here is Baldé. Back there to Hinkle. Donald trying to get on that. Barry Nicholson. Maybury, you'll try the goalkeeper for this. Jimmy Langfield now back in goal. Aberdeen are finding it difficult to settle on a goalkeeper. Chosen him today. They've had their problems there. Nakamura, scorer of that wonderful goal last Wednesday. And Celtic, of course, realise what they have to do. That there's still a very good chance of them catching Rangers, given Rangers commitments. There's McDonald. He has that pace that can go through past defenders. Now, that Aberdeen defence was woeful against Queen of the South. The marking at times was preposterous. Now they'll be crucified if they do the same again. And here was that chase there by McDonald. Wilson played that nicely. There's McDonald again, spotting Hinkle in that free position. Nicely played though. That was slack play. That's the sort of play that got them in trouble. That was a bad ball by Lee Miller. Free kick. Yeah, there's no question about that. Referee almost at their elbow there. Robson. Playing out to Hinkle. That kind of high ball into the centre of the Aberdeen defence will be meat and drink to Xander Diamond and Considine. It's a ball played on the ground that bothered them last week against Queen of the South. We watched that game. It was the quick attacking of the Queen's forwards, especially the former Aberdeen player Stewart, who had an excellent game against them. Baldi, free kick, making his mark right away, uncompromising player as he is. Up it went, and it was Stuart Duff who got the message there. Free kick to Aberdeen. In a sense, Aberdeen are in the top six. Really little chance of getting up to the top three, but I suppose mathematically they could. So I think they're playing mostly for pride today. Baldi does get it away. Way by McManus. Picked up by Donati. Well, Donati going in hard there, and I think Aberdeen are going to get the free kick. Yeah, it was Barry Nicholson catching it late there. Free kick to Aberdeen. Floating that towards Miller. Baldi did get the touch. There's Severin! Unbelievable that stayed out. A brilliant shot. And the goalkeeper had no chance. I have to see that again. It's almost an optical illusion. Forward it went. Now it comes back out here, and Severin did exactly the right thing. One post to the other. And thank you very much. Well, that's a warning to Celtic, all right. Well, that must be one of the most spectacular known goals of the season. Baldi very carefully back with it. It's, as I said, a warning to Celtic. Can't take anything for granted. Here's McGeady, good position. He'll whip it in. And Zander Diamond makes a simple job of that, getting right behind the ball. Wilson delighted to be back in the Celtic team again. There's McGeady, that's a good ball to Hinkle. Hinkle can release a volley, of course, shot against Rangers at Ibrox. Decent ball played in there. You could see McDonald was at the back there just waiting for a mistake to be made. Ball still in play. Yes, McManus penalised for that. Way by Jamie Langfield. Miller's on his own, no chance of him picking that up. Severin tries to go in. There's Nakamura. Cleans that up neatly. Now Wilson. What a wonderful season this man has had, McGeady. Good thing about him is he's very confident of the ball. We know his ability. Samaras! Offside. Now, the Aberdeen player seemed to play on there, but the referee had seen the flag was up. The assistant, oh, there was yards offside. It was just for a minute, the Aberdeen players seemed to go back with him as if they had made a mistake. Well, in fact they had, but he was offside. Baldi. Baldi to Severin. There's Maybury. Down the side it goes. Duff. Better play there. Robson tries to get in. Free kick. Yes, it's Jeffrey de Vischer going in very hard. Away goes McGeady. That's a decent ball, and Well, I'm wondering what the manager thinks about that. That was a good ball in there, but who was covering McDonald centrally? Look at this. McDonald wasn't far away from that. Samaras, now McDonald. Referee allowing play to go on. That's a beautiful ball put through by McGeady as Donati made the run and McDonald's all right. Young. Couldn't get hold of it properly. And it's a throw. Played by Foster. Still Foster with it. Here's Diamond. Diamond just getting it away anywhere eventually. Yes, another free kick and he has to be very careful, McManus. One more booking puts him over the odds. Free kick to Aberdeen, who are playing reasonably confidently at this stage. Early days yet. Only 10 minutes gone. It's square. Foster. That's poor play by Division. Didn't want to take any responsibility and do anything with the ball. Samaras. Samaras trying to cut away there. McDonald, good play, but Wilson, goal kick. Good play by Celtic there. Seemed to be about to get into a Fanko, but got away with that lovely little pass to the outside of the foot there by Shunsuke Nakamura. Miller tries to get in on that. Severin. Here's Foster. It's played by Baldi into midfield. Not creative enough, and that's simply a pass by Foster to the most dangerous man in this team, McGeady, and away by Xander Diamond. Unforced error there by Foster. Here's Donati. Samaras. Maybury just gets away with it. Donati. Bobo Baldi, of course, in place of Caldwell, suspended for this one. Nakamura. Neat little pass inside again. Robson. Straight up, Robson, not the best of play there. Here's Duff. Playing that ball back again. He had no options up front. Divisha. Baldi does get his head to it. Now Donati. Trifle careless at the back that time. Watch McDonald after this. Oh, there's a mistake. Considine didn't get hold of that properly. As I said, a lot of teams come to Celtic Park and make unforced errors. That was almost one. Finkel. Beautiful play by McDonald that time. He's going to try the shot, and it's a corner kick. Well, not just his ability to spray the ball about McDonald, but his strength holding on to the ball, getting away from players, and out of which came that corner kick. Celtic are particularly strong, as we've seen in the goals they've scored recently from situations like this. Derek Young, Hinkle is with them. Robson coming back to protect. Baldy just getting in there again. Here's Robson. Did that well. Celtic playing football to get themselves out of that defensive situation. Wilson, he has Samaras there. Donati is a cause of dissension in the Celtic ranks. A lot of people don't like him, but they have to rely on him today, as Gordon Strachan has to use his resources intelligently. Well, Robson did the right thing getting forward like that. He has a good eye for an opportunity coming from deep and arrived just at the right time, but the angle too much for him. By Robson. Throw to Aberdeen. Well, I suppose that was a result that caused the expected convulsion within the club. Last week, that cup defeat. Bad ball by Severin, and he acknowledges that. Overhit. Divisha was in a very good position. There's McManus. Donati just got hold of that. Baldi. Trying to get it back to I think the flag is up in any case. Well, Scott McDonald complaining about that. Running freely today, scorer of 27 goals this season. Well, I tried to flick that back. Now McGeady, he'll go on one of these runs again. Not only has he got pace, he's got great endurance. That's a free kick. Barry Nicholson will be talked to by the referee. If not booked for that, he's going to be booked. Almost inevitably that's going to happen when you're chasing after this man. He was nowhere near the ball. Bad judgment. And a free kick. Beautifully played in and well defended. Considine and Xander Diamond both getting to that. McGeady pops up on his right hand side though. Neatly judged, and Bobo Baldi. That would have brought the house down. Great recognition for the way he floated in at the far post there, and that long leg just about getting a spectacular goal. Well, Gordon Strachan, the last time we were here, they were chanting his name in a hostile manner. Oh, what a game football is, you know. You get a very, very good result against your old rivals and the mood changes. That was good play, Robson. Here's Wilson. Here's McGiddy. Samaras brings that down. Little appeal from him, but not very much. Baldi gets to that. Celtic now controlling this game. McDonald. Nakamura. Wilson took up very good position. Easy one though for Jimmy Langfield. No real threat to the Aberdeen goal with that. Duff tried to play it inside. So to Celtic, McDonald. Nakamura tried to flick that back to Samaras. Donald on the chase for that. That's very good control. Here's Duff. Almost got into a fankle there. Duff did the right thing, played it back. Celtic pressure continues. Giddy well tackled that time. There goes Divisha. Just touched back there by Robson, covering up very well. Now Maybury. Run forward by Miller. Corner kick for Aberdeen. Crowd in the far corner don't like that. McManus complaining. Divisha with it. Well, let's say Miller did get the header in. Sometimes very difficult to out-jump the Celtic defence, but he did it that way. And looking at it again, I don't think there's much conviction about it. Do it to McDonald. Good running by McDonald. Shows his strength again. Goal kick. Yeah, the crowd don't like that decision. It's warned by the referee not to give him lip. There it is, coming in there. Yes, goal kick. Well, given the traumas they went through at Hampden Park, I suppose nothing each halfway through the first half is maybe something of an achievement for Aberdeen. And that result could have destroyed them for the season. Showing a bit of organisation here. Samaras. No, he knocked it too far. Very good play with McDonald again. McDonald's link play is superb at times. That's all it needed, a little touch on. He gets it back. Watch it. And this is where he plays it too much. Duff. Too much of that from Hinkle. Hinkle settled into this Celtic team nicely now. Baldy right over the top. Robson tries to get in. Duff tries to get away. Hinkle is with him. Throw to Celtic. Just lacking a little bit of pace there, Stuart Duff. McManus. Long and high, and the goalkeeper should get that. Pretty straightforward and obvious. Straight to Hinkle though. Severin. Baldy didn't know where that ball was there. Samaras coming back a little bit deeper now. That's good play by Samaras. Certainly inventive. Back to Donati. Now Robson had to play it wide. Wanted that ball played back to him. Bit of confusion there though. Robson did well to turn round Duff, but didn't have the right angle or the balance for that. As I said, to get away from his marker was decent enough, but it had to have a finish to it. "20 minutes of this half remaining." All away by McManus. Samaras. Nervy clearance by Considine. Well, Divisha simply hasn't got into this game yet. The Dutchman looking a little bit nervous. Beautifully flicked on there by McDonald. Couldn't get it clear. Throw to Celtic. McDonald again. Samaras. Donati gives support. Aberdeen, a lot of players behind the ball. There's Hinkle. Now Wilson. Everybody but Boric parked in the Aberdeen half at the moment. Robson. Really being chased by Duff. Not giving any latitude at all, and it's all very workmanlike and industrious in midfield, but there's little creativity, and we've hardly seen the man who can really turn on the style. It's Nakamura. Baldi. Celtic, 20 possession. Samaras. Taken very quickly there by Zander Diamond. Here's Divisha. Well, there's nobody down left. Celtic did very well to pressurise Scott Severin into that diagonal pass. Amagidi. Well taken by the goalkeeper, but at least McGeady is getting in a couple of shots now. And when he gets the ball in midfield like this, he can turn anyway, left or right. That's the great value of him. Yes, he attacks brilliantly from wide left, but when he cuts into the middle, he has that. He really perplexes defences. goes to Miller, he's outnumbered. Taken away by Robson. He's now on the run. Puts it just behind McGeady. Well tracked back, Robson. Good run by Robson. Can't get there. Xander Diamond comes away with it. And nobody supporting Miller. Easy one for McManus. Here's Hinkle. Maybury doing the right thing with his head. Maybury Dublin born. Of course, associated more with Edinburgh and Hearts. Xander Diamond uncovered. It's a forward ball that's causing them difficulty, and he's throwing up his hands and complaining there was no movement up front. I think I agree with him. Wrong side of Duff. Over Baldi. Baldi not renowned for his subtlety in clearing the ball. Here is Nakamura though. Robson has to play it wide again. It's very tight and congested in midfield. Samaras. Xander Diamond taking that away. Samaras fighting back hard though, and Baldi picks it up again. Beautiful ball played out to McGeady. Maybury keeping his eye on him. Still McGeady. Donati couldn't get a clean shot in. Young just missed out there by Hinkle. Here's Miller. On to Derbyshire. Well, that's a bad ball by Severin again. Got a great deal of experience, Severin. Nicholson playing it back. Now Maybury. Well, they're holding on to the ball, Aberdeen, but taking chances as well and not clearing the lines. Oh, and Jimmy Calder was out screaming at them. I mean, they had decent possession there, and all they get is a throw-in. Free kick. Stuart Duff into that. Just about 14 minutes of this half left. Giddy really has seen a lot of the ball, as has this man, McDonald. Very neat play again. Wanting to be released. Well, that's the third time he's cut in like that, but without any particular venom or getting a wider angle of shot, which we've seen him do frequently, stretching the goalkeeper. Just a long ball up the middle and into Young. Good interception there by Hinkle, and Celtic of course have to watch that. I think Young just lacked that little bit of acceleration to get away from his marker. Hinkle doing very well to put the foot in. Corner kick. Barry Nicholson with it. Well, Xander Diamond was up and he got that header in again. There was nobody covering him, and I think that was a real chance. I don't think he'll like to see this again, because look, up he goes, he's in command there, and why he angled it from almost the back of his head instead of playing it forward. Well, that's two chances. Certainly the Severin shot was a classic one. Does McDonald chasing after this. Considine was left trailing him again. Samaras. He's going to let fly, can't get hold of it though. Here's Derbyshire, now Miller. Picked up by Young. Try to flick that back. It'll be a throw-in. Young has gone down and is suffering. Here's a challenge there, and I think he went over on his ankle. That could be a bad one. Telling him to take Young off. If it's a twist in the ankle, then he'll be very vulnerable. Here's McGeady. Easily picked up by Derbyshire. Maybury getting into right ankle. Well, Aberdeen have made, as I said, several unforced errors, and Celtic so far haven't been able to capitalise on them. Giddy again, Samaras. Donati. Picked up by Robson. Robson always threatening to come forward from that position. Maybury just gets out of the way. That was Nicholson. Back to the goalkeeper. And Donati tried to throw himself at that. Hinkle is there. There's no Aberdeen forward up. 10 minutes to half-time. No flag there. Nakamura, haven't seen him down that left channel. Samaras tries to pick it up. Way by Maybury. And all a bit stodgy at the moment by both sides. Celtic still with a major possession though. Baldi. Samaras trying to put that through. Here's Duff. Couldn't see the player outside him, didn't want to pass them in fact. Foster. Baldi goes after that, only to Young. Away goes Severin. Oh, we had Derbyshire away on the far side. Maybury, ponderous on it though. Not the best of balls there, trying to get Duff into action. Donati. There's Baldi. Going after it, McGeady has to come back. Just a slight element of carelessness cropping into the game at the moment, but they'll try the long one to McDonald here. Almost got away with that. Beautiful pass forward by McManus. There he is again. Wilson, crowd trying to get behind Celtic now, sensing half-time is approaching. 7 minutes, in fact, to go. Here's McDonald. Robson. Nakamura doesn't get away with it though. Foster again, simply clearing his line. Bobo Balde chasing after it. There's Nicholson, nice little ball inside Severin. Aldevisha trying a little bit of movement, and Miller threw himself there. Well, Celtic were in the clear had that gone through to McDonald. Duff. Here's Maybury. Miller. Davisha played that out well. Cluster of players. 5 minutes to half time. Still no scoring. Yes, free kick. Donati pulling away there. There's the tussle. Free kick to Aberdeen. Yeah, handball there. Just stuck it up. No chance of getting hold of it. Well, in fact, he did get hold of it the wrong way. Well, that seemed to me to be a push by Considine. Samaras. Duff trying to get in for this. Still there, Duff. Can he lay it off? It's a bit about pace there, and Young seemed to give up the chase. There was no determination about him at all. Played away. No offside. Samaras puts it in, and he didn't get it across properly. And once again, that Aberdeen defence was caught wide open. They couldn't get the ball cleanly, and that, look at this tussle there. Nakamura wisely put it to the man who was onside. And his finish wasn't good enough. But Celtic with a free corner kick. 3 minutes to half time. Goal kick. There was a touch there. Donati going for it, and Bobo Balde coming again from wide left. Not a bad ball played in there. I think Samaras was the last to touch it. Balde, Maybury. Well, Maybury's struggling on that side, I think. Not looking at all confident. Ball stayed in play there. Played out to Wilson now. Goalkeeper takes it easily. Couple of minutes of this half remaining, plus a bit of stoppage time. Robson. There's McManus again with that long one. Considine tries to come up. Maybury again, simply clearing his lines. As I said, he's not looking all that secure across there. No wonder facing McGeady, as he does again with Davisha. away by Samaras. Here's Duff. Divisha. Duff. Robson hard in from the back there. There's no use Duff complaining. Just get up and get on with it. Samaras trying to get in there. Still not cleared. It is now. That'll be a free kick just outside the penalty area. Aidan McGeady has tried everything he's known in this game to set something up for Celtic. One minute of added on time. Miller doesn't flick it hard enough. Throw to Aberdeen.
The referee has added 1 minute. 1 minute has been added.
One minute of added on time. Now it goes to Duff. Try to win the corner kick out of that. There's McGeady. Very tight for him out there. Still potentially the most lethal of the Celtic players here. Samaras did well with that. Langfield drilling it towards Young, who doesn't even make an attempt to go for that. Here's Robson. Donati to Robson. It's a very good ball by Robson. McGeady, well, Divisha should have picked that up. I mean, McGeady had actually lost possession there, and yet he got it back from Divisha. Now there it is. No scoring at half-time. I would imagine that Aberdeen take more satisfaction out of it, given what happened to them last weekend. But there's a man who had the best chance of the game so far, and a wonderful strike. Very unfortunate for him at Aberdeen. It didn't go in. It tried its best to. And came out to a very grateful Ata Boric with a half-time score. Celtic 0, Aberdeen 0.
Keep up!
I've won 45 times on the Champions Tour, and I'm in the World Golf Hall of Fame.
I have 9 wins on the Champions Tour, along with the U.S. Open and a Players' Championship.
I've won 8 majors on the PGA Tour and almost as many majors on the Champions Tour.
So what's left to play for? To win again.
To win another one.
To win.
To win them all. So what's left to play for? To beat them all.
VO5 Extreme Style. Break the mold.
All right, okay, I can explain this. Let me tell you about my day. I go to put my breakfast tray outside my hotel room door, and the door shuts behind me, which is irritating when all you're wearing is a towel, you know, it's embarrassing. And then I have lunch with this guy named Michael, and of course I remember his name is Lawrence, and that Michael was his boss. Good one. Then I go get my hair done for some wonderful event I have to go to, and it starts raining, doesn't it? I mean, there's rain, and then there's rain. This is definitely rain.
It's not that easy being green.
Climate change is real.
Having to spend each day the color of green.
Our problems are man-made, therefore they can be solved by man.
International Bus Camp By
2020, EDF Energy aimed to reduce the intensity of CO2 emissions from their electricity production by 60%.
Oh, that's the idea. Making good use of bad rubbish.
It's beautiful, and I think it's what I want to be.
EDF Energy. If we save today, we can save tomorrow.
The Old Firm. 3 down. 1 to go.
Nakamura!
Game 3 at Celtic Park had it all.
This is just spectacular.
The top of the table battle is still alive. For Celtic, there's no question of giving up the chase.
You can feel the tension.
Bring on the final showdown. The Old Firm, 11:30 Sunday, live on Setanta Sports 1.
Keep up.
Off goes Celtic the second half, an enforced change. Andreas Hinkel is off, and we hear with a suspected hamstring injury. That's played way across there, and Paul Caddis, young Paul Caddis, is on in his place. Really bright start there by Celtic. Miller did that very well. So that might be a long lie off for Hinkel. There by McManus. Nicholson, don't know what Nicholson was playing at there. Playing it back into his own half. Here he is again. Duff didn't go into the challenge. And they're going to feed this man a lot, I think. Yes, I think, well, quite apart from the fact that he can play against any quality defender, Maybury has looked a little bit unsettled and cumbersome there. Celtic realising that. Celtic will have the benefit of the wind now. I'm not quite sure. A little bit of swirl around Celtic Park. The wind is coming from the east. The Diamond, and it just past there. Zander Diamond made a terrible hash of that. He has this contrast about him, Zander Diamond. He can look very, very secure, and sometimes very gawky and awkward, as he did that time. A very good start there by Celtic. They're wanting to put the emphasis on attack and aggression. Caddis going after that. Paul Caddis, a very competent young player with a very good future in front of him. Samaras. Should go back to the goalkeeper and does. I think Samaras has been told, get in, attack, run at this defence. So 2 young fullbacks on the field for Celtic at the moment. That's a better ball by Wilson. Here is Caddis. He'll go for it on the outside, a decent ball in there, and again Considine a little bit slow getting across to cover. But it's a corner kick. Robson to come and take this. Beautiful ball played in there. I think Maybury got the header out. There's Barry Nicholson on a charge. Young made a very poor effort to try and control that. Young didn't get back quickly enough. The diamond. Now, Barry Nicholson has given the ball away 3 times in very good situations for Aberdeen. He's got to watch that. Nakamura. Way by Xander Diamond. Miller should pick it up. He's outnumbered. Go to Aberdeen. Well, this is why the crowd were roaring. Well, looked like an Aberdeen boot put that over. Here's Nakamura. Let go by Donati. Puts in a tremendous shift, this man, McGeady. Not that time. Miller's on his own. Donati goes with them. Ineffectual effort there by Miller. I think he has been more convincing about what he does. If he's playing on his own up front, he's got to be braver and stronger than that. Bobo Balde hasn't really been put under pressure. Nakamura beginning to roam around a little. He was sticking mostly to the right-hand side in the first half. Here's Robson. Divisha very ambitiously trying to get around his man there. Nakamura wanted that ball played back to him. Robson. Caddis. Just stabbed away. He's got a lot of good pace, Caddis. Balde. Caddis again. There was no cover there for Aberdeen. Samaras. Won't get to that. He could have laid it out, and McGeady's shouting at him. For some reason he didn't see McGeady on the clear on the left-hand side there. Tried it on his own. Very keen as a striker to try and get his own goal. Strikers being somewhat selfish. Young. Balde. Nakamura. Aberdeen doing nothing very much in midfield at the moment. There's Samaras. Now Robson. Top on McGeady. Looking for a little bit of support. Does get it this time. Well, that wasn't a pass back. It was an intervention. And now to Maybury. Kenny slow putting that ball away, allowing McGeady to come right back, tracking back. Well, put over, throw to Aberdeen. Away by Wilson. Oh, that's an absolute gift from Severin. McDonald, can he put it away? Can't. Corner kick. Severin apologising there. Well, now, let's have a look at this again. Referee saying it's a goal kick, or else there might have been offside there. No. Goal kick. It is. Nakamura. Dabbed that away very intelligently. Wilson. McDonald brought that down brilliantly. Here's Robson, looking very determined in this run. Samaras seemed to misjudge that. Caddis. Good alert play by Caddis. Celtic supporters like that. The youngster certainly not inhibited. Celtic with the pressure still on. just the side. Good effort. That's 4 shots from McGeady, and clearly the biggest threat to this Aberdeen defence by a long way. He had 3 in the first half. Not the best, but that was much closer. Alexander Diamond must have something wrong with his eye. He's off the field at the moment. Can Celtic take advantage? Long and hard. Samaras. The referee does eventually stop the play. Free kick. And Xander Diamond gets to his place. Robson to take. He's putting in some wicked balls. Can whip them across very well. Good looking one. It's it. Samaras has done it. He breaks the deadlock. The threat has always been there for Celtic. You always felt that was the way the goal was going to come, from a cross ball. And the Aberdeen defence looking disheartened about that. They should have had him covered. So Celtic go 1 up. As the big Greek striker, who hasn't been doing all that well in the game, gets there. That's what he's paid for, to put the ball in the back of the net. Duff. Free kick, yes. Fouled there by Bobo Baldi. And he goes. Uncompromising. Can Aberdeen make use of these situations? We've got to grab anything, keep them in the match. Was a dreadful ball. Barry Nicholson, who's not had a distinguished game today. Nakamura, Robson, Cadiz. There's Robson again. Cadiz doing the right thing to get that away. Miller. Long and high, the goalkeeper should come for it. Bobo Baldi just got there. Just going over. Well, Celtic have found a bit of aggression in this second half that was lacking in some of the play in the first 45 minutes. Introduction of Cadiz has been interesting. He's looked very good coming forward on the right-hand side. Once again, McGeady. Severin. And they can't clear the line. Celtic are pressing them so well in midfield. Good ball through there. McGiddy, Caddis. Didn't get it cleanly enough. Divisha. Good run by Divisha, and Aberdeen really didn't enjoy that decision given for them because Divisha was in a very good run. Divisha fighting very hard there. Piling in Donati. Nakamura. McDonald. Back goes Considine with McDonald. Caddis. McGiddy. Not such a good ball there. Well, that's a free kick, surely. And I think there's going to be a yellow card here. It's Donati. Yeah, certainly a yellow card for that. Half an hour to play. Aberdeen posing absolutely no threat now to that Celtic defence. And the Diamond does get it across. To no real effect. Samaras. Pretty weak effort here. Foster coming away with it. Well, Duff, I think, really should have made some progress. That's what Foster was wanting him to do. Wilson. Samaras looking very flamboyant the way he went forward there. Xander Diamond was out of position. Nicely played there. Duff gets to it. Played there by Maybury and Divisha. Yeah, there's simply no direction in Aberdeen's play at the moment. They're getting reasonable possession in midfield and then wasting balls as they're played forward. Boric might as well be up beside us for all he's needed to do at the moment. Wilson. Here's McDonald. Coming away with that. That'll be a free kick, I think. Here's a challenge here. McDonald coming in late. Flicked on wrong side. Bobo Baldi. Well away. Real hesitation. What a thank. Celtic hassling Aberdeen in midfield. Here's Duff. All Miller can do is play it away. Poor stuff. Nakamura. Might go for it himself. Samaras doesn't quite get there. Constant Celtic traffic towards that goal now. Wilson coming up handily for that. Decent ball played in. Nakamura nowhere near it. Maybury. Sander Diamond. Played back by Young. Foster. Given away, but Foster's lucky to get that back. Here's Severin. He only has Miller up. Celtic still chasing and tracking back. Aberdeen can't get a passing movement together. Here's Young. Yes, that's the free kick. Robson getting right in the way. No chance of getting that. Well, Aberdeen did reasonably well. They were organised in defence of the first half. But the efforts going forward have frankly been pathetic. Miller's left in his own up front, but he's not doing anything in that role. Over Baldi. Here's Foster. Duff. Now Severin. Severin goes forward. Belatti gets back very well. Maybe a bit unfortunate there. I think he had taken McGeady all right. And that soft tough down there got to him. We're halfway through the second half. Duff. Duff really doesn't know where to go. Miller. Well taken by Wilson. Up goes Caddis, doesn't quite get hold of it. Baldi away, and Caddis is down. And I think the Aberdeen player is signifying, is that a cut? Yes, he got him on the side of the head. It was purely accidental. Up they go for it. And he leaned in to the Aberdeen player and suffered as a consequence. I think if they can mend the cut, it's okay. It's all about swelling and bruising, whether that affect his vision, but I don't think so. I think he'll be all right. Has to go off, of course. Nicely nudged forward there by Samaras. Free kick. Cutting right across McDonald. Very difficult man to stop when he's going across the defence like that. But down he goes. Here's Robson. Young. Well, Young hasn't contributed all that much for this game, playing on that left-hand side. Here's Samaras. Baldi. Pretty coolly back by Nakamura. Hasn't been in the game all that much, but Nakamura is that kind of player. McDonald did very well to keep at that. So the diamond picked up. Now Duff. On to Foster. Duff. Aberdeen trying to get players into the box. Alexander Diamond had come up there, sensing a possible opportunity to go right through the middle. Here's Maybury. Baldi just getting in, away by Robson. Yeah, pushing against, and Xander Diamond is going to be booked stupidly for that. He's claiming that McDonald elbowed him. Let's have a look at it. Anyway, he gets a yellow card for the tantrum. Let's see this again. Anyway, Xander Diamond is off again. Both Caddis and Diamond are off the field at the moment. Nicely back to Robson. Donati. Comes Caddis. It's got 11 against 10. McManus. To nobody in particular. The goalkeeper will come for that with about 18 minutes of the game remaining. McDonald again, neatly to the inside. Barry Nicholson comes in there. Well, who was that to? He actually turned and complained to somebody. I don't know why. Very weak header. Giving possession away now. Here's Nakamura. Goalkeeper should pick that up. Xander Diamond's back. They seem to have repaired him. He's been off twice now. Up high. Severin. We'll go back to the keeper. By McManus. Nicholson, better play by Aberdeen, trying to knock the ball about a little bit. Duff is sticking to the line for some reason, and I think McManus suddenly pulled up I think he'll be okay. So McManus goes up there, he falls and stretches himself. Just about 15 minutes left. Baldy just gets to that again. Donald can't get into that. That's a free kick. Robson hard in. He's going to have a word with McDonald here, telling him to calm down. Should be picked up by Severin, and is Miller going after this. Touched away, and that'll be a corner kick. Well, no. As I said about Aberdeen, in open play they haven't been able to do all that much, making no impact on the Celtic defence. And now with just under 15 minutes remaining, they can get men into the box who can be good in the air. Well away by Baldido. Through to Nicholson. Oh, what a miss! I think Cadda's got the touch. Great piece of defending here. That ball played wide. It was almost left behind there by Barry Nicholson, and why didn't they commit themselves? And the very presence of Caddas put Miller off. Boric gets it, and away it goes to Nakamura. It's actually 3 against 2, but that was a bad ball by Nakamura. Oh, and it's given away by Maybury again. He's had a bad day, Maybury. Duff. By Derbyshire. Miller. Well, free kick there. And Miller really, I think the point about Miller is he's a very good player, but playing on his own, you really have to take on opponents physically. And he's too easily knocked off the ball. He was really off balance there. Play to McDonald. Terrible mistake there. Can he put it away? Brilliantly saved. Well, Considine has been through the wars as well with this man. He really should have got in there. He took it well, McDonald. That was the only opportunity he had with the outside of his foot. Now, this is where Celtic really can be dangerous. Well taken by Jimmy Langfield this time. I make about 12 minutes left. On to Young. Severin. Here's Duff. And up and under, which should be easy for Boric. Now, I think the challenge by McGeady, the linesman had the official had his flag up. And Aberdeen get the free kick.
Substitution for Aberdeen, the player coming off, number 24, Jeffrey Diviska.
Divisha is coming off, and Sonia Luka is coming on. I make it about 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes remaining. Nicholson to take. Better ball by Nicholson, it's swerved out there. Nakamura just puts it away anywhere. Langfield to Aluka. Good defensive work there by McGeady. On to Samaras. Celtic supporters wanted that ball played forward. Here's Wilson. Donati had to do that. Well, that's a bad ball by Boric, and what an opportunity for Derek Young. I'm trying hard to think of anything he's done positive today. Here's Maybury. Again, hesitation by Maybury. Baldi goes for that, and there was really no challenge. Bad ball there by Langfield, there was nobody chasing it. Caddis picked it up. Nakamura with it to Caddis, to Baldi. Caddis chipping it away. Now McDonald, he's on his own looking for support. He does get it. Maybury just steps in there. Aluka. And nobody up there for Aberdeen. That's not a good ball by Aluka. Referee waving play on. McDonald beautifully inside. Ambala. That's better play by Aberdeen. Here's Duff. Plays it wide. Considine finding himself out there. By Caddis who came in. Samaras. Nakamura. Nobody in this defence on the left-hand side. Samaras. And a silver there by McGeady. Perhaps not noted for finishing with his head. Beautiful counter-attack by Celtic again, drifting that beautifully into his path, and he had come in just a little bit too quickly. Just about 7 minutes left. I think Chris Killen might be called upon very shortly. McDonald is offside. Langfield to take this.
Substitution for Celtic, player coming off, number 27, Scott McDonald.
McDonald comes off. Last time we saw him coming off here, he had a confrontation with the manager, which wasn't really very pleasant. Somewhat different today, although he still looks a little bit reluctant to come off. Miller neatly in. Bobo Baldi tries to get in there. Whipped away. Samaras just got there again. Considine caught out. Nakamura can't get his balance properly. And that would have finished the game. Indeed, Baldy didn't get it that time. Caddis covering up. Xander Diamond. And now to Duff. He got the throw for that. It's a very good run that time. Ricky Foster decided to charge forward. I don't think he had any other option. He couldn't see who he could part the ball to, and they get the throw in. Severin to take. The Diamond couldn't get there. Celtic have everybody back at the moment. Here's Maybury. Very cleverly left there by McManus. Just getting up to the side, and now Caddis. Nakamura. Caddis comes inside, tries it himself. Very good play by the youngster. Aluko doesn't know where he's going though. Foster. I want to take Nakamura on again. Duff appealing to the referee. He's not going to give anything for that, saying that Baldy got the ball. Bad kick out by Langfield again. Easy one for Baldy. Here's Nakamura. He'll open out the play, as Donati does as well. Looked like a push, and it was. Powerful in the air. Here's Duff. Nicely played inside. Severin drives it in, and Aluka can't get it. Far too hard the way it was put across. Two minutes left as we watch Aberdeen try to pick something out of this game. Well, a side of certainly given of the best in this game, but the best isn't nearly good enough. And ball's been given there, I think. Free kick, beautifully taken there by Samaras, who's astonished that didn't count. He went away in a celebration. And I think McGeady was booked there. I don't think his manager will like that, to be honest. Doesn't need to get booked. There's McGeady. Wilson coming away with it. Severin did a lot of good work that time. He had to track back. 3 minutes added on here. Nicholson.
3 minutes. 3 minutes have been added.
Aluka. Where's he going? Duff. Again, he's been very slow. Got to be sharp when you're taking on the Celtic defence. Up towards Miller. Donati. Throw to Celtic. Severin, decent ball there. Euclid tackled by Caddis. Wow. Have Aberdeen anything left in this game? Sander Diamond gets in. There he is, and there's a push. The flag was up. It won't count. Referee right on the spot there. Nicely touched to the side. Well, that was chopped off. I'd like to see that one again. He's amazed. Goff tries to go in, throw to Aberdeen. Old Severin very slow with it. Samaras goes in, tries to get on the outside, and that's over for a goal kick with just about 30 seconds remaining. Played back again, Maybury is there. The crowd a little bit agitated at a scoreline like this. Poor ball out by Langfield and by Maybury. Back to Langfield. Miller trying to go in for that. Nakamura whips that away, and the whistle does go. A sense of relief in that last explosion of sound from the stands, because we're holding on at the end. I think they were showing signs of tiredness.
Police tell us that the Walker exit and entrance is,
so here is the only goal in the game. Samaras, bad covering at that post, and he made Aberdeen suffer for that. So Celtic move to the top of the league with that 1-0 victory.